And we're back.
And we're made.
Not great, no.
Okay, let's go kill Food Out. Let's go kill 19 before we get out of here.
Yeah.
Platypoo.
Menacing battle. Proceed with caution. Don't forget about your charge attack. Enemy suppressed. I suggest physical attacks for now.
Andy?
Unleashing starting with charge.
Give it your
Limiter unlocked.
You picked the wrong guy to fight.
You're a true professional there.
Yeah, he gets paid to be a man.
Take this! Take the sun!
We'll get the jump if we act now.
Gotcha! The sun!
Gotcha.
Gauge fully replenished.
Take this!
There's another.
Gotcha!
What a fuck.
I won't let this chance slip by. I won't hold back.
Paralyzed
Right up.
and poison spores?
Time for you to focus. Boost gauge. Limiter
Well, this
unlocked. Boost gauge. Limiter
That
Well, this
unlocked.
sucks.
Full boost. Go activating skill. Engaging shield.
Payback time!
I'll take you out.
Boost
I won't
gauge
let
limit
this chance
raised.
slip by. Huh?
Activating skill.
Now it's mine. I don't. Boost gauge enhanced.
A chance!
Activating skill. No, you
No
won't.
crit? I thought it was. Oh, it's critting everybody.
Boost level maximum. Activating drive.
Let's go down.
Activating skill.
Here goes.
Activating drive.
Skill. There. Let's go down. Here goes.
Activating drive.
Your turn, Judith! Payback time!
Here goes.
Activating drive.
Max boost. Huh?
Activating skill.
A chance!
More.
Here goes! Great!
Boost gauge limiter unlocked.
Enemy.
Stats upgraded.
Heat edge into inferno. 11 more.
I eagerly await your performance. Show them what you're really capable of.
Take this down!
Unleashing Star Strike. Activate. Boost gauge limiter unlocked.
Nice! That went great!
Nice going, Van. I suggest physical attacks for now.
Physical attacks are down there.
Await your performance.
Gotcha!
Show them what you're really capable of.
You picked the wrong guy to fight. Gotcha! Take the sun!
We can win right now.
Take this!
Good stuff.
Battle finished. You did exemplary
Hey, plug this
work.
motherfucker in like a million years ago.
We'll get the jump if we act now. Combat over. Processing data.
Like freaking. So Final Fantasy 2 is like really grim.
Yeah.
Like everybody's dying. Like every fucking 5 minutes, everybody's dying.
I mean, I thought that was like par for the course.
No,
It's not.
But our dragon baby dies.
Okay, I'm talking about actual people that matter, like actual party members and fucking characters that are, like, existing.
Well, like what is it? The Guardians die, or the Guardians from the other world that fucked everything up and put the bad in our world died, right? So
Yeah, but here's the thing.
like,
So, within, like, the first 15 minutes, the princess's fiance dies,
okay.
and the king dies,
Okay.
and then some guy we saved from a mine who we reunited with his daughter dies,
Okay.
and our parents die,
Okay.
and our white mage friend who joined us for a little while at the start dies,
Yes.
and then some fucking random other fucking dude dies,
Yeah.
and then the emperor completes the dreadnought and bombs most of the cities, and most of those people die,
Okay.
and also all the dragoons die on another island.
Okay.
So, like, everybody's just fucking dying.
Well, I mean, like the poison river water.
Yeah, but that's not just a whole castle of people, but like fucking...
I mean, that whole thing's gone.
Yeah, but none of those were our party members. Half the people that died in Final Fantasy II, we were temporarily in the party with, and they were fighting in Lexington.
Well, and then I was also thinking about that. Like, I can never remember like what numbers, because like I've just been watching you play them. But the one where it was our girl that was a dragoon that her people had gotten wiped out, and I think she was a bunny. No, she wasn't. Was she a bunny? No, she wasn't a bunny. No. I can't remember. I thought she was like. I didn't think she was human. I thought she was like something else.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Oh my god. The one when you were telling me, like, he actually gets it done versus, like, Cloud, who, like, because you're like, why does everybody like Cloud?
Oh, Final Fantasy 9.
9, yeah.
Yeah, no, fucking Freya gets wrecked.
Yeah, nah. Freya gets that.
Fucking, yeah, Clara gets obliterated by Odin.
Yeah.
The stripes are coming undone at the bottom, so...
We'll get you new ones.
These ones were basically dead anyway with the asshole.
Die making fun of me. Fine.
There. Yeah, they were starting to come peeled off at the foot.
Yeah.
Head to the Blacklight District. Hell yeah, son. And she was a rat, not a bunny.
Oh, a rat.
Oh.
Huh? That is you, isn't it, Judith? Did you dye your hair?
Should have checked the number first. Judith, you're still in disguise. Oh, shit. Nope, nothing like that. See, I was just trying out a new wig, that's all. But she's an actress, so I guess it works.
Mm-hmm.
What's up, Nina? I did tell you I won't be back for a while, didn't I?
You did, but Mr. Gotti insisted that I get in touch with you right away. He's pushing the whole film industry to release a statement and make a donation in response to Cray.
Damn, good guy. Good guy, Gotti.
What?
I see.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a little tied up, so I can't do anything right this second, I'm afraid. Can I call you back tonight?
Of course. Take care and talk to you later then.
You too, thanks. That's a big surprise coming from the director. Doesn't feel like him, but maybe he's the type to take action when shit hits the fan. Indeed, he strikes me as not only a passionate man, but a compassionate one as well. For sure. Well, I'm with him. I'm not going to let this tragedy stand, not as someone in the film industry or as a thief. We're absolutely going to take Almada down for this, but we have to know what we're up against if we're going to protect all we can. Exactly. I couldn't agree more.
I can't help but worry about her sometimes. She's a little too single-minded for her own good, though I suppose that's why she's the genuine article. Unlike me.
What?
Hello?
You cheating, Nina?
Any news to report? I see. So that's where the filming will be taking place. Just as we thought.
Wait. Oh, is she up to some nefarious deed?
The only question now is who the final cast will be. You don't have long until the shoot begins, it seems.
Oh, is she up to some nefarious deeds?
Da, 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 da. And she pretended to be the nice one.
I never would have imagined there was a place like this here in Edith before coming here. I'm not surprised, and is it just me, or does this district seem even more on edge than usual? It makes sense that it would be. I imagine a number of secret agents are down here investigating after what happened. I'd assume so too. This may be the closest thing to Edith has to a lawless district, but the authorities can't afford to turn a blind eye right now. Well, I guess we should snoop around the shops and see if anyone's seen that reporter anywhere. Yeah, let's get moving. This feels like...
I don't think I've seen you before.
Guess I'll check out the arena.
Fight me.
What are you doing?
Did you hear that? Yeah, I knew it. Hey, you're a little cutie, ain't you?
Let go of me! I said, let go!
Only Dingo's allowed to hand my mans like this. You were the one who started piling on the questions. Nothing in life comes free, young lady.
Oh no.
Now we get to enjoy our rightful reward. Come on. Someone needs to go back to Sunday school, because that sure doesn't sound like the definition of rightful to me. And just who the hell are you guys? Arkwright Solutions! She really was down here. Are those people Jaegers? I don't think so. That getup they're wearing looks familiar, though. I think their name is Bugbear? Ah, them. Their threat level is a mere C-. Damn! Just a mere... There ain't nothing mere about us. Hey, you looking for a fight, lady? Man, this sucks. We're gonna take advantage of the mess Almada's made to finally get our name out there. But all this state of emergency crap has got us stuck where we are, and it's pissing me off. Wow, what a bunch of losers. No wonder they're called Jaeger dropouts. I'm sure they've still seen enough combat to be a problem, though. Huh? I only just realized they've got some real lookers with them, too. Guess we'll get to have some fun after we show them who's boss. This is so dumb. Time to take them down. Dude, Fairy, I think you can handle this. You're like the best.
See
Jaeger.
what you're
Okay?
made of.
You're a baby, show them how we
Got
baby.
a whole slew of them.
Oh!
I won't let this chance
They
slip by.
survive.
Shock.
Boost gauge enhance!
Oh my god. Stop surviving, sword guy. Dead.
Boost gauge enhance!
But why?
Follow.
Now that was just pathetic. Their threat level is closer to a D or D-, it would seem. Damn! Damn it! I thought these guys were just a bunch of rookies. Fine, have it your way. Reinforcements coming in. Time to punch the dogs in the face.
It be what it be.
Doggies? That's you.
Yeah.
That's how you go.
I know.
Of course they have military monsters at their beck and call. It's not going to be easy fighting off this many while defending her. It looks like the tables have turned, huh? It figures, though. These days, Calvert's full of wusses who are used to peace. They've forgotten how to fight. I bet Hayway would just roll over, too. Maybe we should try getting ourselves hired by the new big boys in town. What? How can you suggest that? Do you even understand what you're saying?
Hey, you would just roll over, would they?
Get him, old man. Hey, also, that wax job you did in my car fucking sucked. The salt got me. Wait. Geen? Damn, the hands.
Oh.
Arg! Ugh. What just happened?
You aren't putting up much of a fight. Perhaps you ought to consider hanging up the Jaeger's uniform if you cannot act the part.
Those are Heiyue Zhang Shou. I've heard rumors but never seen them in person. Their strength is supposed to be comparable to hers. Don't be scared. We still have the upper hand in numbers. Yeah, deploy all the military monsters.
So that you don't misunderstand, we are not the main threat you face here.
Oh. What? Oh, shit.
Oh.
Is that my new party member? Damn!
Yeah.
Damn, there they go!
They're flying.
He punched the time warp out of him. Yow!
That is a shame. Your prowess is sorely lacking.
Master? Isn't that the guy we passed on the way to Long Lai? Oh, the one that on that giant Edquest bite. It's our master.
I must apologize. I see
Oh,
I
there's a
overdid
baby.
some. Oh, I did
They tried to
restrain
kill me.
myself. That's a good boy. No trouble caused, no trouble faced. So then, what will the rest of you be doing?
Going to the dry cleaners, getting a change of pants. Excuse us, sir. We're leaving now. I guess not that breakfast too.
We can actually, well, that, and I was also thinking we can just replace it because they're doing sales on
I don't care about the sales.
I know you don't,
We
but
ain't got that money.
yes we do.
Can't top real life for the best visual effects, huh? He sent both man and monster flying through the air.
I would expect no less from the famed lion. Your strength only seems to have grown since your active days.
Right.
I no longer go by that name, and I would very much appreciate you for getting it. Thank you for leading me here, Elder.
Not at all. That wasn't the only reason I came here. And I'm sure, with circumstances as they are, that I am going to be relying on you significantly in the days to come.
I see.
It's good to see you all again. I hadn't expected we would meet so soon upon my arrival.
I didn't want to see you again since you basically told Aaron he's a monster and to go fuck himself. Can't believe two old codgers rolled right up and hogged all the way. But what are you even doing here?
Our course of action has been decided, you see. AU's response to currently unfolding events.
So your preparations are complete then?
Indeed. The mists have cleared, and we have exactly the number of pieces that we require.
Let's still get a little more.
Until the matter has been fully resolved, we will also be assuming control of the Blacklight District.
Cool.
That is in accordance with our agreement with this nation's supreme authority.
Nah, fuck. Then the president signed off on this? And what do you mean by the mists have cleared?
It's time you decided your next move. Though I would suggest you listen to what my friend here has to say before. Farewell for now, Aaron. I will be in touch.
Hey! Man, didn't think he'd come all this way in person. Bond's probably still in Longport. Now I really want to know what the pieces he mentioned refer to. Are you alright, man?
Yep. This is him, alright. This is how he's always been. He looks normal on the surface, yet everything he does is batshit crazy. Like wandering off with some stupid, dangerous object back when he was younger.
That certainly brings back memories. Yet I have discarded my past now, and I would ask that you discard it as well.
Fuck no, man. Where you been,
My
man?
old greenhorn student, Van.
This is Van's former master? The one he said was like a father to him?
But wasn't he?
Yeah, he was supposed to be.
I've got more to say than there are stars in the sky. But let me start with this.
I've missed you, Master.
Why are you still alive when you supposedly died 3 years ago? Master Barkhorn!
Oh, grr.
Not even so much as a letter. I thought you loved me, man. I can't love a bitch like you. Look at me. Look at you. Look back at me. Can't handle this. Look at me. Bearguard Z-Man. Oh, he's our next party member.
Bearguard Zeman, though I was once known by another name.
So, now I don't
Dos
know.
Equis.
What?
Dos Equis.
So, now I gotta... Now there's a problem.
What's the problem?
He's too goddamn cool. But he's not a bitch.
Yeah.
So, like, I want him in the party. Look at him.
Yeah.
I'm choosing the bear, but also bitches. Which bitch do I get rid of?
Can't help you.
I see you have brought quite a number of fledglings under your wing, Van. Very interesting.
Not as interesting as the dead man who's back from the grave. Mind sharing how you manage that?
That is a very long story. Another time, perhaps.
Too long.
Hard to believe it's already been 5 years. Even harder to believe you're the same troublemaker I once knew. And that those same words of wisdom would come from your mouth, no less. I see you are living in accordance with your own principles.
Please, I didn't do anything. I just echoed the words of a much wiser man. Is my man being bashful? Never thought I'd see the day. It's certainly a rare sight. It's rather cute, to be honest. I'm not into you like that, Catra. Oh, shove it. Well, you did do a good job putting Marielle at ease. Yes, I think you helped her regain some of her old spirit.
I'm so sorry for all the trouble I caused you. I'm such an idiot. I just got tunnel vision and let myself get all carried away. Dingo always warned me about this. But look at me. I haven't learned a thing.
Marielle.
Well, I ain't gonna tell you not to push the envelope. That's in a reporter's job description. Just make sure you don't forget what Dingo said. Think about what you can do and what you want to do. You'll find a clue on how to move forward in the gap between the two.
You used to tell me that a lot back when we first met. As long as you don't stop thinking, there's gonna be a bridge to that gap. You just gotta find it. We're working on his last request right now. We won't be able to do it alone, but we're planning to make up for our shortcomings with help from others. Hell, I wouldn't be surprised if that brought us to you before long. We'll need help from more than shady folks. Just keep your head high and let's do all the jobs we were best for. If nothing else, then to prove his words right.
Right. I don't know how much of a contribution I'll be able to make, but I'll start being more mindful of my cans and wants. And I'll do it while finding a way to move forward.
I bet you want a Dingo to be more aware of your cans, am I right? Am I?
No, I'm not high-fiving that.
Am I right?
I'm not high-fiving it. Those words were quite touching. Very, very befitting of you and of Mr. Brett. What?
Yeah, they resonated deeply with me as well. Oh, you want everything to resonate deeply with you, girl. Thinking about the gap between what I can do and what I want to do is an interesting thought experiment, if nothing else. Can we please move on from this topic? Oh yeah, I shall let my employees introduce themselves. Agnes, you go first. She's Agnes. Gladly, my name is... your Gramhart's daughter. Wow, that's quite a history. Honestly, I had trouble keeping up with it all. So you were among the 12 knights who led the church's Gralsritter. I've heard much about your various exploits, Roaring Lion. It's a famous name in a lot of circles, so it's not surprising. There's Gaius. Gaius is the Jasper back there.
That name is no longer mine. I would ask that you keep that in mind.
Oh, did he gave... I think he gave the name Roaring Lion to Gaius. Now we know why we passed you on the way to Long Lie. So you arranged our invitation there, and I'm guessing a few others played a part in that as well. Namely, Professor Hamilton, Hayway's future elder, the Crown Prince of Elsame, and the former President Rocksmith. Am I correct?
Bullseye. I happen to be acquainted with all of them, including the Grand Prince of Elsame and Elder Guillen. The former president was anxious to make your acquaintance, and I believe meeting him would prove to be beneficial for your future. Though it pains me that a well-intentioned invitation coincided with such a horrific tragedy.
If this motherfucker was in Grey, Almada would just be toast. Hey, it's not like you could have seen that one coming. Even if we hadn't been in Long Lie, we would have been powerless to stop it regardless. Yeah, the only one who could have foretold what would be is the goddess herself. Anyway, I knew you'd gone off to the Empire after you finished training me 5 years ago. Then I heard that Then I heard you bit the dust during a border dispute in Nord. They said you laid down your life protecting one of your students. But here you are, alive and well. You cheated death and carried on living, just without your title and mark. Won't pry into what you've been doing all these years, but can you at least tell me why you never contacted me? Because you're a grown-ass man and you don't need to talk to Daddy every day.
Before I answer, I should note that you were not the only one in the dark.
As if that matters.
It doesn't.
I did not reach out to my other students either, and I never intended to do so. I wanted you all to walk your own paths.
Okay, Daddy didn't want to hold our hands, okay.
Whatever.
So it's not just Van he doesn't love. He doesn't love any of us.
And I intended to leave my survival a secret. A trump card that I could pull out in the wake of a crisis.
And what do you know? Crisis. Bah! Guess he figured it was time to play that card to help us with this crisis.
Correct. I have news regarding the Mafia Almada and the assassins of the Gardens. Their whereabouts were discovered several hours ago.
Ago? What? Where?
Almada's leader and executives, as well as the Garden's overseers, have established a new base, and it is located in a city within this very country.
Shocker.
What's more, that information has been passed around to all the major players in this nation.
Wait, all of them? Guess that means the army, the police, and the guild are all in the know. I assume Heiwei and the other Jaeger Corps are also aware of this new base?
Yes. I imagine they are all preparing to take action at this very moment. This country's supreme authority is no exception. They have resolved to quell the unfolding chaos. And they will do so by any means necessary, even if that involves fighting one evil with another.
So that's what Gian was talking about earlier. I'm sure many Jaeger Corps will be all over this, my people included. Marduk HQ will also likely be making their move as well. You can't be serious. All of these groups are going to flood the city at once? So where do you stand in all this, Master? By the sounds of it, these people are going to try to capture Almada alive, or go after their heads. Some might even be aiming to get their grubby little hands on one of those nuclear devices. That would be really bad. Granted, I don't know how likely that is. Just having one of those things would make you public enemy number one. It ain't a stretch, though. There's plenty of historical precedent for groups using artifacts as weapons. So, given the stakes, what are you planning to do?
As it stands, I am effectively dead. If the people of my former home decide to act, I will not join them, nor stand in their way. However, now that the gift of life has been bestowed upon me once more, I intend to honor it by supporting the youths whose futures are so bright.
Wait. Maybe he did die and then came back? Wouldn't be the first time?
No, I wonder if it's like he's like with Kiri, like he struck a deal maybe.
Nah, I think he might have actually, like, so here's the thing. Many people have died in the Trails games only to come back to life. Like Crow, who died like 4 times. Like, many people have died and come back to life.
And also, to keep them safe from venomous fiends, like these unwanted guests of yours.
Van! Yeah, Yums? Oh, Yums is a demon. Uh-oh. What?
Said the same thing as Quarter Pounder.
Hey, we're busy in here. Afraid you'll have to come back another day.
That's so. What a shame. And
Direwolf.
after we came all this way to give you a job. And a little souvenir from your reporter friend.
Oh, you bitch. Fine. Get in here.
Knew that'd reel you in. Thanks, bud.
Do excuse us.
It's those two. Man in awesome jacket and sexy woman who is sexy. God, that jacket must be like 1,000 degrees though. Yep, shocker, it's her. I recognize you two. It's the shady duo from that nightclub in Tharbad. I also met you back in Long Lie. Hey, baby.
Oh,
recognized me after all?
Of course. I would never forget a beauty like you.
Nice to finally meet you all, ladies and gentlemen of Arkride Solutions.
God, he looks too cool.
Oh, now there's a face I never thought I'd see again.
Man with facial hair is just so fucking cool. I wish I could be that fucking cool.
Oh, neither did I. Tell me, what's a dead man doing out of his coffin?
You know, just dancing to the tune of Satan. I was granted life once more, and I don't need to tell you the reason why. Because you already know.
No need to give us the death glare, you old fossil. We've traded many friendly blows in the past, haven't we?
Are these two enforcers or reverse?
Why don't we bury the hatchet? Let's be like the Jaegers. Embrace yesterday's foe as today's friend.
No.
I'm afraid I'll have to decline. Had the Azure Abyss or the Late Steel Maiden made the suggestion, I would have entertained the thought. Okay. They are Ouroboros. They are enforcers? Or, ooh, maybe they're Anguis. Not for you, though. Never in a million years.
He's got your number, dear. No one will ever reconcile with you. And for that, you've no one to blame but yourself.
You're on thin ice. But your words are laced with the truth, venomous though they are.
I get it now. You're the guy the direwolf and Ren warned us about. You're part of Ouroboros, then? And one of their highest-ranking members at that. Fourth Anguis, Hardwood the Thousand Oathbreaker.
The name's Elroy Harwood. I'm the fourth Anguis.
Those eyes, though. Snake's eyes. Kitty-ass goatee, though.
Yep.
Still so cool.
But you can just call me the Oathbreaker. Everyone does.
Don't give a shit.
Shut up, Elroy. Damn.
I am
Lucrezia?
enforcer number 3, Lucrezia Isoli. I'm delighted to make your acquaintance, Arkwright Solutions.
So she's an enforcer, but he's an Anguis, so he's like quite a big step above her in terms of fucking power and rank. So this ain't great. Hey, put that away. This is a smoke-free building.
Really now? Very well. I promise I won't smoke in here. Ooh, accidentally went and made an oath there. And I can't afford to keep those.
You are a bitch.
I've got a reputation and a title to uphold, you see. Gotta break an oath or two from time to time.
From time to time? You break oaths and rules as easily as you breathe.
True, true.
I would be like, no, promise to smoke in here then, you bitch. Ugh.
Anyway, on to business. I want you to go on a little trip for me.
Nah. Are you for real? You're joking.
What? You're not up for it? Strange. I thought I heard you took work from anyone.
At my discretion. Yeah, if the work's reasonable, and if I like you. And your likability's going up in smoke faster than that tobacco in the cigar. I know you guys are after Almada. Hell, you probably know where they're at, too. But before we ask you where that is, I need to know why you've
You
come to
gotta be
us.
kidding me. Do I really gotta spell it out?
Yeah?
It's 'cause you kids will make things way more fun.
Fun? How can you even say that? There's nothing fun about this whole ordeal. Don't waste your energy on this guy. He isn't someone you can appeal to with logic or reason.
The Society's already decided its course of action for this whole thing, and I'm leading the charge. Enforcer number 3 will be backing me up, and so will Enforcer number 8, who you already know so well. The goal's to round up the members of Almada and the Gardens, and murder every last one of them.
I see, and you ain't doing so in the name of justice, I'm guessing.
Nope. Had they kept to their little dog and pony shows, we wouldn't lay a finger on them. Honestly, I rather enjoyed kicking back and watching them wreak havoc. But they've become a threat to our plans now, and we can't have that. If those little bugs want to punch above their weight, then we'll crush them beneath our feet.
Though no doubt it will be easier said than done. They're both troublesome and insidious, and some rather formidable guests will be joining their party.
Right, you will have some fierce competition.
Everyone's got different aims here. Some want them brought to justice. Some want them dead and buried. Heiyue will surely be joining the fray, and I'll bet the Jaeger Corps will be after their bounty.
Sure.
I'm guessing Marduk HQ will be there too, yeah?
More than likely. The guild won't stand idly by either. Same goes for the Crawler's Ritter. Artifacts are involved in this after all. And I wouldn't be surprised if other forces from the church showed up as well.
All right. You got students in other parts of the church, not just the Gralsritter. Things are gonna get interesting then. Must be tough being a master. I don't envy you.
If that is what fate has in store, then I will follow it. You needn't concern yourself with me.
Regardless, that should serve as the basic overview of the situation. Almada and the gardens will not be the only sources of mischief in that city. One wrong move and the whole affair could turn into an indiscriminate bloodbath. So someone ought to keep an eye on the little guys, don't you think?
In other words, civilians might get killed and you aren't going to look after them. You guys are scum. Still, if Almada really does have another nuclear weapon in their possession, we have no other choice but to get involved.
You can use whatever justification you want. I don't really care why you join, just so long as you do. Because if you don't, this whole thing will be a snooze cruise from start to finish. I need you kiddos to prevent this battle from being too one-sided.
The hell do you mean by that?
The guild's the only one in this brawl that's going to be fighting for the common man. If we add you to the mix, however, it'll make for a more balanced blend. A recipe that's made for chaos. Oh, and should you happen to run into us, I'd like you to come at me knives out, and ready to cut me into a million little pieces. I'm very much into that sort of thing.
Yeah, you look like it. Ha, you are one masochistic bastard. Well, we've got a reason for chasing Almada down, so I'm not opposed to doing this on the side. But first, I need to get one thing straight. I have a hunch you guys have some connection to either Almada or the Gardens. So spill it. What kind of relationship does Ouroboros have with them?
Well, it isn't a close one, if that's what you're wondering. We haven't exactly been keeping in touch as of late. But your hunch is on point. We do have a connection with the Gardens.
You see, the two of us were once part of the Order of the Moonlight Horse, an organization of assassins.
And the Gardens, I think, wiped them out.
14 years ago, Ouroboros destroyed the Order, but they extended a hand to the two of us and brought us into the fold. Although they did not do the same for many of its other members. The society is a small group of elites, and they only accept the best and brightest. Fortune had not abandoned them, however. Shortly after, another villainous group was nearly wiped out in a major operation. My companion here herded the lost sheep of both groups and let them form their own flock.
Wait. You don't mean...
Huh. Has it already been 14 years? Time sure flies when you're having fun. And the Society has offered me a wealth of entertainment.
From the data available to Marduk, there's only one operation that matches your story. I'm really hoping it ain't the one I'm thinking of. Please tell me the group y'all are talking about isn't...
It's exactly as you think. The DG cult.
Oh, fuck.
You know the ones. The devil worshippers that spread chaos across the Republic and the continent as a whole.
No way. I've heard about those fiends from Sao. And I heard about them from my Grammy.
I brought the remnants of the Moonlight Horse and the DG cult together and set them loose on the world.
Oh, you are a bastard indeed.
That's how the Gardens were created. They find seeds that are scattered by the wind and grow them into fresh assassins that are ripe for the picking. Had I left them alone, the founding members would have rotted away, and their budding talent would have died on the vine.
So the cult was the one where fucking Theo and Kia were being human experimented on to become super god powers, but they also made fucked up mind control drugs that gave people ridiculous strength, but also turned them into demons.
But by mixing the leftovers of the cult and the order, I created a chemical reaction more potent than my wildest imagination could have conjured. I gave that one domino a little push. And look at all the tragedies and pain that befell the world.
How could you? Well, this is all your fault. I take back what I said earlier. You aren't just a masochistic bastard. You're also a sadistic monster.
Can't say you're wrong. My colleagues, like the Wellspring Alchemist and the Professor, never go far enough for my tastes. But that's humanity for you. No one's the same. We've all got our own desires that make us tick.
Yeah, those things that make you tick or just happen to tick me off. I get what you want us to do, though. It also comes at a perfect time, given Dingo's last request. Van, I don't like the idea of getting involved with these shitheads, but you might be right. So this gathering will include Marduk, Heyway, the Guild, and many other formidable groups. Loath as I am to admit it, we may require their aid if we are to force our way inside. Surely there's another way. Yeah, I do not want to help a pair of cold-blooded killers.
Oh, you do not need to think of it as helping us. You may instead think of it as entering a mutually beneficial relationship, where our goal is simply to use one another for our own ends.
You're lucky you're attractive enough for the both of you.
I can take charge of laying the groundwork for the requests you'll get at the city. Those will keep you plenty busy. I'll even throw in a couple that'll give you a real thrill.
Nah, just give me your jacket. As long as you don't slip a trap or two in them.
My. They really don't trust you, do they?
I mean, he just made an oath to give us some fucking requests.
Anyway, sounds like we have ourselves a deal.
That's bad.
Oh, almost forgot the other reason I came to this little office. Here's that souvenir I mentioned earlier.
Better not be Dingo's head. This camera. Are you sure it's safe?
If you're worried about radiation, don't be. The professor, our technical expert, looked into the matter, and he found no traces of it whatsoever.
Damn. What's that fucker made out of? Game Boy? Like, it was literally front and center, 2 feet away from a nuclear explosion. It looks only slightly melted. Like that fucking Game Boy in the Smithsonian that is actually still running Tetris.
The 3 disciples are probably racking their brains about that mystery this very moment.
There's no radioactive contamination, but all the theories we have suggest it was technically an incomplete nuclear weapon. No, wait. Perhaps they don't apply because the bomb was detonated in a non-traditional manner. I'm so lost. Hang on a sec. You nabbed the camera before the authorities locked the scene down? Won't ask how you managed to get there ahead of the cops, because if I heard the answer, you'd be leaving this room with a big old black eye.
Ooh.
Which means they were there overlooking the whole thing.
Yep.
It's in our hands now, Dingo.
Guess we'll be off. We wouldn't want to overstay our welcome now, would we?
She can stay. You, on the other hand, get the fuck out of my office.
I can hardly wait to see how you and those relics of yours will liven things up.
He knows about the Genesis? Haven't got a clue what you're on about, so you gonna tell us where we're going or not? Oh, yeah, right.
Why don't you ask the defanged lion? I've done enough talking for one day.
Well then, have a lovely rest of your day.
Glad you were here, Master. I doubt I would have been able to keep my cool otherwise.
It's cool. I was about to fucking rock his shit. Nonsense. You would have handled things just fine on your own. You held your ground well against them. You've grown into a fearless leader in my absence. I think you're giving me too much credit. Alright guys, I'm gonna ask that you all stay here. I'm going solo on this one. Huh? But why? Because it's too dangerous. This is their turf, and everyone will be playing by their rules. There's no telling what will happen there, and I can be a lot more flexible if I'm on my own. Oh, but I can make an exception for Master. I figure I'm gonna need his help at least. You figure right. That is precisely why I came in the first place. Don't get me wrong. I don't think of y'all as a burden. This is just the best division of labor. I'll need you to gather info and be the point of contact for other groups. Work with the guild and... They don't give a fuck. Hey!
You done flapping your gums yet?
Old man, fucking... Let's get you your applesauce. Get back to bed, Grandpa.
Good. Because I stopped listening when I heard the words, "It's too dangerous."
I appreciate that you're worried about us. I really do. However...
Barry, you are literally just a baby.
We all have our reasons for wanting to go along with you.
So are you.
Mine is to ensure the nuclear devices can never again be used for malicious means.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Marduk considers this crisis to be a matter of grave concern, so it is only logical that I also accompany you.
You can come. You're awesome.
You said it yourself. I'm not even a part-timer here to begin with, which means you can't order me around.
No!
That's a good point.
I'm a phantom thief, so I'm gonna steal this show whether you like it or not.
You already stole my heart. Give me some oomph. Come on, you guys.
I haven't been stealing my nerves all this time for nothing. I'm not letting anything get between me and my sweet, sweet revenge. Even if you fire me, I'll just hitch a ride with Heiyue instead.
And I'd try to join up with the warriors of Kruga. I would really rather go with everyone here, though. I want to tackle this thing head on, the Spriggan way.
Shut up. You're fired.
Naturally, I would like to accompany you as well.
You gotta go to school.
For real.
Not just because of the Genesees, though I'll admit that is a factor. More importantly, I feel this conflict is born from the source of Calvard's turmoil. The distortions in the everyday world I know and the underworld.
Oh, just go back home to Daddy.
If my feeling is correct, then I must see this through to its conclusion. I recognize this may be a harrowing experience for me, but even so, I am determined to confront the harsh realities that lie in wait.
Yeah, we've been in cutscene for like 30 minutes.
So take me with you, Van.
Yes.
Wow.
She really loves him. Somehow I knew it'd end up like this, one way or another. Unlucky for you, though. The trouble isn't happening on a weekend or during a school trip. You're gonna have to play hooky.
I know, and I do feel guilty about it. Still, I have a plan in mind, so don't worry.
Clones. Starting to think I'm a bad influence. I'll make sure you get paid in advance. That way, you'll have the mirror for the bribes and hush money.
I wasn't planning on going that far.
You sure?
Wow, Van's right. He really is a bad influence on you.
Okay then. Now that we've got all that squared away, mind sharing the location of the base?
Right. We need to know where they are so we can kick their sorry butts.
It just so happens that's right below this office. Momar Bistro. Headed up by none other than Yume. She's the mastermind of it all.
That'd be great.
Very well then.
Use your ground.
The base of operations is located in the third largest city in the Republic, as well as its oldest. It is also the place where the terrorists of Calvard get much of their funding.
Not wrong.
Yeah.
The old city capital, Aracion. That is where they have set the stage for their carnival of chaos.
Cavalcade of coops. Give me control back, please.
It's gotta think about it.
Truly well done.
There guards Zeman, may have lost my life once, but that alone would never be enough to stop me.
6 years old. Good man.